Hello, everybody. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to a surprise episode of Once Upon a Game. I was kind of bored, and I was thinking about playing Darkest Dungeon today, and said we were just gonna dance, and we're gonna play some games today.
It's
Also,
constant dancing. You're not allowed to
yeah.
stop.
If you stop, you die. It's called shark dancing. Um, there's another thing real quick. Once Upon a Game is normally for this month supposed to be about romance and stuff like that, but since this is a surprise episode, we're gonna kick it a different way. We're just gonna kick it old school here, and we're gonna play a GM-less game, a game by Gregor Hutton called Remember Tomorrow, which is a cyberpunk game. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys enjoy our little playthrough here. But before we get into that, before we get into anything, let's talk about us. Let's talk about our players. Let's talk about our friendship here. So starting with I just realized everybody's names are all wrong here. Okay, I was like starting with let's start with Corn Dogs. Corn Dogs, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. I am. Yeah, the Corn Dogs.
Yeah.
I'm not really on the internet.
No. You're not. What are you doing right now?
What? I don't really know. Just
All right. That's fair.
no, it's significantly awkward.
Cool. So tell me, do you like cyberpunk?
I think cyberpunk is cool.
What's your favorite either like movie or book or anything that resembles cyberpunk?
Recently read Neuromancer, which was cool.
Nice.
GM'd Shadowrun for a little bit.
Awesome. Yeah, if you've read Neuromancer, this game will be right up your alley, my friend. You're in for a treat. Cool. I gotta ask Flopsy. He's dancing right now.
I think that's not. Okay.
Flopsy's winning the dance competition.
Yeah.
I won. There we go.
Flopsy, what's up?
dear.
are
The
you?
sky, the ceiling. I don't know. That's what's up.
Yeah. I have like a light bulb up there.
Yeah. Oh dear. No, I mean, I'm psyched to play this.
Yeah.
What sounds like a cool badass cyberpunk game.
Yeah, remember tomorrow. So I pulled this together. I built this in a cave like Tony Stark, and we're gonna have a fun time tonight.
Yeah.
So, Flopsy, what's your favorite cyberpunk literature or show or
So
game or
it's
anything?
weird. For one, I've kind of been on this cyberpunk wave without watching that much cyberpunk stuff. Probably for me, I guess it would maybe be Ghost in the Shell.
Okay.
What
about
I'd say the TV series over the film though. Like I really love the TV series. First off, TV series has the fucking Tachikomas in it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, you can't get that. Like this fucking singing robots, and
the,
I cry every time. And also like,
First Assault, right?
yeah, and like I kind of sort of like the TV series because it felt a little bit more noir-y to me with all the like hacker stuff going on in it. Like yeah, that's probably my favorite.
This game embodies noir. So you're in the right spot here.
Yeah.
It's definitely more cyberpunk noir than it is Shadowrun ish. So you're gonna have.
Well, I mean,
you're
we're
in
going to
good
be like,
company
I've got. It's like you said, like it's this really rules-heavy game where combat lasts about 3 hours. Basically, we're just going to say what happened, and we're in a fight. This whole stream is just going to be one fight of this game.
Yeah, you guys played Shadowrun, right?
I'm going to roll to attack.
Surprise! This is just Shadowrun.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, you see, it uses the exact same rules of Shadowrun, but then it's just got a bunch of writing and a really badly written setting, and it's.
Yeah. It's just someone just stole it. It's just a poor ripoff of the game, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Adam, how are you today, my friend? Long time no
I'm
see.
doing awesome. I am super glad to be here, especially since it was randomly formed like a couple hours ago.
Yeah. Just pulled this together.
Yeah. I'm still a sad member of the only watchers. Watching a bunch of Overwatch and just wish I could be in the beta too. But
Yeah, man, me too.
Same here, man. Same here.
Yeah, I think that's all of us.
Yep.
Cool.
My cyberpunk stuff, I love the idea of Shadowrun. And then Deus Ex.
Deus
Deus
Ex.
Ex is super cool.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Deus Ex definitely fits in this style of game.
Someone needs to play like the gruff-voiced. I didn't ask for this.
You'll be surprised how close that comes in. So,
Yeah, Jensen.
cool. So Remember Tomorrow is as we now kind of know, it's a game all about the cyberpunk stories of fiction of literature mostly. It's kind of more like The Wire, cyberpunk. So it's more like Neuromancer. It's more Deus Ex. It's involving characters who have goals, and it's all about the characters trying to get these goals. And what we'll see is that since each of us will be kind of rotating between playing different protagonists, we'll kind of have different point of views and kind of watching how our stories intersect and not intersect and just go in different ways. And we just kind of follow. And like the main point of the game, and what I really have to stress here is that as a player, you don't have to finish a story of a character that you don't want. Like you can just be like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make a new character real quick," and just
Or
introduce
just
a new
like
character.
crash them into a
Yeah,
wall.
or like and you can just and then someone else later on can pick up that character. It's very much like a just create something, put it in the middle, and then someone else can grab it and play with it. It's a really really cool style of game, and the original rules here. I have to fix the rule. Yeah, sorry, I have to fix the names. The cameras got switched over. So I labeled my cameras incorrectly. I labeled them positionally based on where they are on my screen. So I named them like top left, bottom right. And now they're all flat. So everything got messed up. So I'm really sorry about that, everybody. Cool. It's very. So Brian asked, "Is it Dark City Noir?" Yeah, it's very much like Dark City. It's less Eclipse Phase. However, there's no reason why you couldn't play Eclipse Phase with this. In terms of the setting, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But so we're not going to be playing the original as written Remember Tomorrow. The game for regular Remember Tomorrow is kind of more complicated for a one shot. This is a really good game if you wanted to play multiple sessions. Perhaps maybe delve into the gritty parts of the system for if you want to do something like that. But instead, we're playing the story game Seattle's rendition of Remember Tomorrow. Where we're playing, it's mainly just everything is stripped off except for the engine, and we tell stories that way. So, cool. I forgot to do the spiel about Once Upon a Game. So Once Upon a Game, we're a one-shot show. We focus on indie RPGs, typically either fiction focused games, narrative driven games, as I think Adam likes to call it, narrative focused. I don't care. I call them story games. We play games where your ability as a player and what you're thinking and your imagination is more important than what your character can do mechanically. That's like the big difference, right? Like you are able as a player to create things out of nothing. You're not inhabited being like, do I open this door or do I not open this door? You can like describe you're like the architect in the in Inception, right? You can design things. It's very very cool. So we have all
My
this power.
immersion.
Yeah, we
You're
have all this.
ruining my immersion.
Yeah, we have. Believe it or not, like these games that we play, yeah. Well, it kind of does get immersive though, and as you'll see, since since none of us is going to be a GM in this game, we're all going to be sharing the spotlight. We're all going to be sharing the fictional control, and when you give up that sort of like I have sole authority over something, you end up creating this amazing movie that like other people just take the game and like, yeah, I'm feeling this. It feels like you're playing jazz. You're playing jazz fiction, like fiction jazz is what you're doing to you, and So how we do that and how we do it safely, the first thing I always suggest is to steal liberally, steal from any sort of like game you just played, steal personality traits from your friends, from any movie, book, anything, names, anything you can. Just take from whatever and then create this sort of Frankenstein monster or amalgamation of all these different ideas, and all of a sudden you have something brand new. Go with your gut instinct. Typically you don't have to try to strive to be super creative. Sometimes just shooting for average, or like just shooting for what's expected, shooting off the top of your dome, oftentimes
Just shooting.
just shooting is usually a good option. Time and time again, studies have shown that what you're first thinking of what's obvious is not obvious to other people. And then also listen, just listen to other people and try to reincorporate those elements that people have put into the game. Twist them around, play with them, and bring them back into the game with your own little like sign with your little signature on it. Kind of just like start playing around with the same pieces, and all of a sudden you get this really really cool mess. And since it's a one shot, I encourage everybody to just go hard in the paint here. If you want to see someone like you want to have a murderer guy, make a murderer guy. Like if you want to create what you want to see, and we'll play with what you create. And the way we do that safely is that we have an X card. At any point in the game, if you're uncomfortable with any of the material, just make an X, do a little X here, type to me saying an X, something like that. Just go ahead and just let us know, and we'll take it right out of the game. There's no, like magic, it's gone. You don't have to explain why. We might ask them a couple of qualifying questions of being like, okay, you don't like talking, like, no spiders, but are scorpions okay? Because, like, we're talking about scorpions too. Are they okay? You know, like something like that. But like, you will never have to explain why you don't want spiders in the game. Okay? So, how do we feel about that? We okay? We
Yeah, all good.
Cool.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, then now we're ready to begin play. So, playing Remember Tomorrow, the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming up with sort of our setting that we want, just to get it kind of an idea. Do we want to do like Shadowrun, or should we do something more like... I'm personally, I don't know that much about Shadowrun. I know there's like fictional races and that kind of stuff, but I don't know anything about the lore or anything. I would prefer to just do something like Neuromancery, just human, or Deus Ex, like human only future.
Yeah.
Same. I like the idea of like, I guess it's less to do with like sort of lore and setting, but I like the idea that just like maybe a bit more visually, like it might be sort of like this high future, but I like the idea of things being a bit more grimy and like things sort of feel a bit more like almost industrial, and like it might be sort of lots of advanced technology, but things are quite like sort of still
dirty,
primitive in a way, and like dark, and yeah.
So Neuromancer.
Yeah, I haven't read it. I should read Neuromancer.
Yeah.
Like,
cool. No, that's okay. So that's what we're gonna be doing for our setting. Cool. So just regular old Neuromancery thing. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna. How about I'm just gonna start by creating a character. I'll kind of walk us through creating a character, and when I create a character, I'm gonna describe what the rules that I'm just kind of putting in here, and then someone else is going to create a character, and then following up, someone else is going to create a faction, and then someone else is going to create a faction as well. Those are kind of like the two things that we're doing right now. The people who create factions, they can create characters when it's their turn, or just start kind of playing with the factions. Totally up to you guys, however you want to do it.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna, since I'm the facilitator, I'm gonna start by making the first character so we all see it and we learn the rules. Because right now nobody's read the rules except me, because I stress that you don't need to know the rules to play these games. Only the facilitator kind of really needs to know them. So.
Well, you see, the rules don't matter, because the golden rule is that we should be playing to have fun, and the rules only get in the way.
Yeah, rules only get in the way. It's not true. But okay.
God damn it, White Wolf. God fucking damn it.
Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to either roll or come up with your character's background here. And the book gives you 10 different options here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and roll 2d10. Because I'm going to get my identity and I'm going to get my motivation from this. So I got a 1 and a 2. Right? So I'm going to look over here. The number 1 for identity is an activist. I want to affect change. I want to be something like an environmentalist, crusading singer, or political firebrand. They're also known as agitators or rockers. And then I also got a 2. A 2 would be freedom. So like my motivation would be for freedom. So
that fits together really well.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So I'm thinking about this. I'm gonna be a journalist.
Oh, that's cool.
I think I'm gonna be sort of like a someone who like a whistleblower kind of guy who like reports about like the free press and like nobody like companies don't get to sanitize the news, right? Like I'm gonna be that kind of guy, right? Like the ethics of journalism kind of guy, right? The Walter Cronkite.
That's fucking badass.
Right? So that's gonna be my kind of character. So what I'm gonna do first, my sheet is I'm going to write activist. This is my character sheet. This is a gray text. It's a gray box and then with a text box on top of it. So I'm gonna put activist on here, and I'm going to make a line, and then my motivation, I'm gonna put here freedom. So that's my first thing for my character. The next thing I'm gonna want to do is I'm gonna want to come up with a fictional goal for my character. And what I'm gonna do with my goal, since he wants to do this, he wants to have the news, he wants to get the news out. He wants to freedom.
If you'd have gotten Torpedo, you could have been Cyberpunk Braveheart.
Yeah, I could have been.
Snaps the laser sword on the hill.
So I think what
Instead of face paint, he's got just cybernetics all over him.
I think he wants to take down, or I think he wants to bring to light, actually. Bring to light, like he wants to expose some sort of like crime ring. My first thing I was thinking was prostitution, but I think I'm actually just gonna do straight up human trafficking.
Oh, okay. So that's maybe part of it, but the overall is traffic. Okay.
Human trafficking ring. So there's some sort of scandal, there's some sort of thing of people smuggling people into the city, whatever the name of our city is, and that's going to be a big deal. So now I need to make a new little box here. I need to make 3 little boxes. This is some production value. I'm going to have a thing that says ready. I'm going to have a thing that says willing. And a thing that says able. And what this means is that these are our 3 stats for this game. Every character is in some way, shape, or form more ready, willing, and able. What ready means is that you have all the prep work done. You have all the, if you're trying to rob a bank, you're the one with the plans, with the blueprints. You have the clothes all ready to go, right? Or like if you're a sniper, right? You're the guy who has like the, you're in position. You have your camo suit. You have your gun ready to go. You have your, willing is mentally, your mental. Is this something I actually want to do? Am I in the mental state to actually perform this? And then able is sort of the if once again the sniper analogy. Am I actually a good shot, right? Can I actually accomplish what I want to do? Okay. So like so once again, so maybe sticking with the whole sniper analogy, ready would be, am I in position? Do I know who my target is? Do I know what they look like? Everything like that. Willing would be, do I want to shoot this guy? Am I being ordered to do this? It's my own convictions. And able would be how good of a shot I am. And what everyone's going to do is everybody's going to fill either a 3, a 4, or a 5 for each of these skills starting out. All right. So I think for my freedom guy, I think he is the most willing out of anything. Oh my God! Don't do this to me. Here we go. Okay. Following up, he's able, and I think he's the least ready to do it. I think he needs to find out more information about like what's going on with this ring before he can kind of do everything. And what happens is, since the way I accomplish my goal and the way this character gets taken out of the game basically is by making sure he becomes ready, he becomes willing, and becomes able. How you do that is you're going to be rolling these d10s. And what you're going to do every turn, you're going to roll 3 dice. When you roll 3 dice, you're going to assign these dice to either you're ready, you're willing, or you're able. And when you roll those dice, you want to roll under your score. If you roll under your score, you succeed. Depending on your action, you can either raise those skills to be higher, so it makes it even easier for you to succeed, or if you make it like a test, like if you want to test your ready, and then if you roll underneath your ready score, then you can check off and say like, yep, I secured it, right? But that will get more into the actual actions on your turn. This is still character creation, okay? So 3, 5, 4. The last thing I want to do is come up with a name for my character, and my character's name will be Blick. Blick Porter is my character's name, the activist. And he's sort of like a late 20s gumshoe character, right? He has more gumption than a talent. But he wants to see this come to light. So he wants to bring to light a human trafficking ring. So that's my character. That's literally all you got to do for creating a character. Does anybody want to try their hand at the next character? Corn dogs?
Yeah.
Okay.
ahead.
Let
All right.
let me go ahead and just make you a character sheet. Okay. Go ahead and do a roll for me to determine your 2 rolls for your
I can just change this though, right?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay.
So these
I
sec-
might actually take one because I'm not quite sure what it's going to be yet.
Okay.
Oh, I'm terrible.
This is much easier to do with index cards.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What did you get?
I am a hacker whose motivation is envy.
Ooh,
That's pretty good.
that's pretty dope.
Cool. What
Let's
is your
see.
the next thing would be what is your character's goal?
My character's goal? Let's see. So I'm envious of, I would say, better hackers. So
Maybe there was
You're a
like,
script kitty.
maybe you were like, you were a member of like some hacking group and you kind of got like some other big like anonymous style group like out, so they did what you guys were going to do beforehand.
oh wait, no, I know exactly what I wanted. I am envious of like the super elite hacker dude, whoever that is.
Oh, you wanna prove yourself.
Yeah, and I'm basically just gonna be doing random stuff that like draws attention to me in like the underground world.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
You wanna earn respect by
Yeah, I wanna
of
earn
this,
respect
of this master hacker.
Yeah, by basically
Cool.
just screwing stuff up in the.
What's his name? What's the hacker's name? You have to give me his title, like his hacker name.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know his hacker
his
tag.
handle.
His
Yeah, his
handle.
handle.
His handle. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the word I'm thinking of.
It's so hard to think these on the spot.
Hacker name.
Say like
Freak.
Dreadnought.
Anthrax.
Ah, that's fucking cool.
Okay, Dreadnought's awesome.
Oh, can I make a quick suggestion though to Dreadnought?
Sure.
Is it actually spelled like N-O-T?
No, definitely
like
not.
N0T? Like, no?
Oh.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's, or I guess then it's actually, all the vowels get changed to,
DR3DN0T.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
There you go.
Dreadnought. So Dre Donut.
Right, well, we tried everyone, but
Okay, how do you want to allocate your ready, willing, and able? So once again, you have a 3, 4, and 5.
Able 5, ready 4, willing 3.
Love it. So yep. So you already got it. The higher the number, the better they are.
Yep.
Willing is the least one.
Yep.
If you try to type a number before you start modifying a text box, it puts it all back on one line. And that's
Right.
fine. Thank you, roll 20. Okay. Sweet. And what is your character's name?
Scarecrow.
ooh,
Awesome.
it's fucking cool.
Is it actually spelled legit, or is it?
The A is a 4, obviously.
Fucking hackers, man.
Does your character almost exist like exclusively in front of a terminal, or will we? Should we
no.
know his name? Like, should we know his actual name?
No, you don't know my name.
Okay.
I probably won't come into meet space contact with someone
Okay.
like another character.
That's fine.
If I do, I'm probably gonna freak out.
I think then definitely we have some kind of like sort of Shadowrun sort of Ghost in the Shell style, like sort of chat rooms where you have like your avatar that can sit down and talk to people in it.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, my avatar looks badass.
Yep.
Ooh.
You know, I'm like,
Plug in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
that,
Scarecrow avatar would be badass, yeah.
So, just looking at factions. Factions in our game, factions just start with since both of you are now going to have to create factions. Factions have a name. I think they have a motivation, or they also have a type. And I'm trying to find the type in the book. It should be a list of 10 kind of things again.
Yeah, type. They've got AI, corporation,
What page,
entertainment.
what page is this?
18 on the
Page
book,
18.
20 on the PDF page.
Yeah, page 18.
Here
and
we
then
go. Perfect. Yep, that's what we needed. We just needed the type and motivation if you wanted to get an idea of what we would be up against.
Okay.
Cool. Would you like to go first, or would you like me to?
I'll go first, I guess.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna make the factions a nice color of lavender. That's what I'm saying.
How pretty.
So, factions have one stat, and that stat will be 3. What we're gonna come up with is literally just the description of the factions.
Okay. So you just need to roll 2d10?
Yep. Or if you already know what you want,
Let the dice decide.
okay, that's perfectly fine.
Right.
Damn
what
it,
do we get?
Senny, that's perfect. I'm stealing that actually. I forgot you don't have to make
Alright.
a D. You can make a line and a parenthesis.
Oh, yeah.
3 and 1. Entertainment and envy. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Right. So entertainment media, News Corps, publishers, and media fixers.
That sounds really good. So, what you might want to consider if you want to think of something for a faction, perhaps maybe how a faction might be either tangentially or partially related to one of the characters already out.
So I was going to say, this is obviously a news corporation.
Is it someone that I work for? Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
someone that Blake
I
works
don't
for?
know if it's someone you work for, because so motivation would be like,
But maybe they're working in like there's some since they're I don't know, but the idea of a news corporation with an activist seems like a good angle. Whatever you end up doing, like I don't care, but that sounds like a really cool idea.
that's cool. No, I think like maybe he's working for them, because I like the idea that
or you're a competitor, right?
I was thinking competitor, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I think their thing is envy, and I think it's because like you're the actual like reporter going into dangerous situations, exposing stories, and these are the like celebrity gossip, like tabloid stuff, and they're kind of they're sort of envious of you of like, because like it's more the kind of sort of pride thing. They think, oh well, we're better, but deep down they know no, like Blake.
Oh, they're jealous of me?
Or not, probably not you specifically, but people like you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, because I'm like a citizen journal. I'm like a cool blogger, right? That's what I think.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're just like,
I mean, I know
You
that's
fucking
it's an oxymoron.
people in front of their computer screens just typing away. We're liquid
Yeah. You know,
reporters.
it's like someone's blog post is getting more credit than fucking CNN, right? It's like a Reddit post on our news is more important than like CNN, like Fox News at 5 o'clock, right? Like that, like that sort of angle, right? It's like how the, I love it.
Definitely.
Cool.
Like
What's the name of the company?
Oh gosh.
The book has a couple names, I think, in the back for organizations.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have a look at that now.
Remembering Tools. It's page 44.
Remembering
It's
Tools.
names for giant like engineering and consumer companies.
I think consumer. I think they're I think Zonite sounds good. Zonite tabloids.
Oh, cool.
Sonite Tabloids Incorporated.
I think it's Zonite, but it's zone, like the word zone.
Oh yeah,
Zonite, like
it's the zone.
yeah.
Yeah, they have some really
Sweet.
lame catchphrase or slogan.
Yeah, Zonite tabloids. We're in the zone, and then it's like an underline. It's like a swipe mark across the screen.
Yeah. Zone.
Oh my god.
So it's like with a hyphen, like Zonite, or did you say?
Yeah, totes. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Or maybe like it isn't a hyphen, but their logo is like zone in one color and then I in a different color.
Ah,
Can I do
the
that?
best. Yeah.
Can I actually do that? Is that possible? No, it makes the whole thing. Damn it.
Whatever.
I would totally do that. I'll give it like red and blue or something like that.
Sweet.
We fucking like FedEx. All right. Cool. What's the other faction gonna be?
All right. Let's do
I'm
it.
loving this already. This is gonna be fun.
2d10. 3 and 9. Oh wait, he got entertainment. I'll do another D10 for the first one. Okay, 1 and 9.
Oh dear. Right then.
What'd you get?
One's just.
AI,
Oh, it's me. I'm doing
and
that.
their motivation is greed.
Ah. Gonna.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's
Just-
perfect. Like, that's perfect for a hacker who does stuff in digital space.
I know something that will get the attention of Dreadnought.
Pissing off an AI? Yeah, alright, let's see how that works for you, buddy.
Just. Yeah.
So it's AI and what is it? Greedy?
Their
Greed.
motivation is greed.
Oh my god.
So like capitalist AI.
You're literally like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's amazing.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, let's look at the. Okay, so I think. Let's see, and a name. Let's see, what's a good one? Ooh, I like Irma.
That's cool.
Irma.
Nice and easy.
It's some sort of acronym. I'm not sure what it stands for, but
So it's all,
I think it's
mutating algorithm.
yeah.
Something. Ultimate,
Universal resource mutating algorithm.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
So it's
Algorithms.
algorithms, yeah. It was a program that was designed for like countries to use as their like what's the term that for like your like like GDP?
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
Yeah,
like your
it's a program that
economics.
companies use, not like countries / companies use to manage the resources and stuff like that. But then it like was designed to be all like going together so companies can easily trade with each other. But then it became smart, and so now it owns everything.
Oh
and
wow.
It wants
This-
to get more.
Damn.
Oh, like so, money like resources isn't enough now. It wants everything, and by
Oh, okay.
everything it means people and animals, and just it wants everything under its wheelhouse.
I guess I can also be a sort of revolutionary as well as just envious of Dreadnought. I could be like,
Well, I think it'd be
get
like
the
your
attention
character.
of him.
You totes do like
And-
revolutionary things, but like your reasoning behind it is because
Yeah.
it just basically.
not because I like want to do it,
Right?
because of like it's not like for the people. It's like people will notice me if
Yeah.
Oh, good. So
Nice.
I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna ask Flopsy for this again because I forgot one step for the factions. So the last thing you do instead of having a goal, you pick a person. You pick or an entity that represents your company for this time, right? They're basically going to be like something that a person can interact with.
Okay.
Let's just finish up with Irma and then go back to Zonite. All right. So
Okay.
Irma, what do you have that you interact with?
I think it is like so if we're going with the usual cyberpunk kind of like you can interact with like avatars and things.
Yeah.
There's totally like an avatar thing that you interact with to use the program.
is it that kid from Mass Effect 3?
If it is, I'm shooting him in the fucking head the minute he shows up.
Die.
So
It's gonna be. I'm thinking it's like. It's modeled to be like a very non-threatening, but still like slightly attractive, like female. Like business, kind of business studio, like a secretary almost.
oh
yeah,
yeah,
totes.
okay,
Yeah,
like female.
like it's totally
secretary.
backwards. It's totally like backwards minded. Like
You know, she is like she looks like how she would have like originally be made for,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not anymore.
Oh yeah, because she's supposed to be like the country's assistant, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, so she has sort of like personal
The
personal
overlord
secretary.
of all everything.
Cool. And so, who do we want to see in Zonite? We're also not exclusively bound by these characters that we create up
Okay,
here.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is just somebody to help us so we can
So,
make scenes.
as I understand, this is like a character who represents his faction, basically.
Yes, exactly.
So I think for Zonite, it is going to be like the CEO of Zonite.
Okay. What's the
Some
CEO's
like
name?
I think it's Johan van Andersen, and he like
Awesome.
inherited it from like I think he inherited it from some like really distant relative. And I think maybe they were doing something different with it, but he was one that's like, right, tabloids, celebrities, that's what the people want to see. Right. And I think like Johan's this like kind of sort of maybe not too old, but hasn't aged well. Like they have quite a bony face and like knobby features, but they're always in this really nice red suit, this black shirt, and whenever they talk to anyone, it's always in his like big office at the top of Zonite Towers. It's this big, like the whole top floor is his office, and he's just always sat there. It's this beautiful office with like a glass of like actual champagne. How does he have this in the future?
Is it like a rotating floor?
It rotates, yeah.
Oh yeah, you're in like a rotating space needle kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, at the top. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely see.
Like
those.
send in the next clients for the meeting about our interview with like
Yeah. Very very posh, very elitist. Yeah, I love it. Okay. Cool. So let's talk about a little bit of actions of what's going to happen. So since I started with the character, I'll start with the actions. But on everybody's turn, what you're going to be doing is one of two kind of things. So if you have a character in front of you, kind of like how me or Corn Dogs have a character right now, what we could do is actually create a new character on your turn. You can always create a new character. The second thing that you can do is you can deal with a faction. So you can play your character. You could play Blick, or like for me, like I could play Blick, and I could try to cut a deal with the corporation, and I would describe a scene of what I'm trying to do when I create a deal, how that's trying to benefit me. Or the last thing I could do is I could play a faction, and I could attack a player, and when I attack a player character, not an actual player. If I play a faction and I attack a character, then that character can't be my own character. I think I'm pretty sure I can't attack my own character.
Attack a player, like psychic imagination blast.
just looks at you. It's the camel goes stacking, just shaking their chair. Just
No, wait. I'm trying to remember. If you do attack your own character, I think you no. Okay, I'm wrong. Yeah. Basically, you go after someone else, and if you go after if a corporation goes after and like creates a conflict with another character, that character in conflict can try to solve their goal. So basically, what I'm trying to say when and why that's important is you cannot check off your ready, willings, or ables unless somebody is going after you.
mm-hmm.
So somebody else has to be targeting you in order for you to start accomplishing and getting rid of your goals. Okay, so create a character, cut a deal, or a conflict. Those are like the three things you could do in your turn.
Can you create a
faction?
Yeah,
you could create a faction.
Okay, just making sure. Or wait, do factions count as characters?
No. So factions, technically, so these are our character sheets. Kind of what I'm going to try to do, and it won't really help because we're all in Roll20, but it'll help visualize this on stream. I'm going to put our sheets above each other right now because we can only have one active player at one time, and then our factions just sit in the middle. They're available to anybody. So if we're sitting around the table, the factions sit in the middle, and our characters sit in front of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Our respective owners for now, right? But like I said, if you create a new character, then your existing character will go in the middle, and then someone else could play them or something like that. Okay, and then you just start cycling through characters. So I want to emphasize, if your character is not fun or nobody's attacking him or anything, don't be afraid to retire him and pick something new, like more like interesting, right? So, all right. So I think we're gonna have a scene with Blick. So what I want to try to do is I want to cut a deal with Zonite.
Right.
What I'm thinking right now for Blick is I think Blick wants to I think he has a meeting with Johan, actually.
Uh-huh.
So
Oh,
I think he's going to actually get try to get a contract working for Zonite,
Mhm.
because he knows that he went viral, right? And he has to ride that wave, but that wave won't last. So in order for him to like go well, he's going to leverage this, and so I think the scene starts in the boardroom of Johan in the rotating Space Needle.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
How about Flopsy? I guess anybody can actually play Zonite right now.
Mhm.
I was talking to Flopsy, but I want to say that anybody could play Zonite.
I kind of want Flopsy to play.
Yeah, I mean,
I could do Johan Van Andersen if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sweet.
Sure.
He's there in his red suit and everything. Just
Oh, he has a. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, it's like a vibrant red, like cherry red.
Yeah, it's not like a sort of dark sort of burgundy. It's like vibrant Canadian red. Just
Oh.
Yeah.
It's rich. Okay. So I think Blick is probably played by like Joseph Gordon-Levitt. He's probably wearing some kind of like black leather jacket, some jeans, and some kind of like ironic T-shirt. And he has a messenger bag, right? And some sort of like smartwatch or something like that.
oh
right?
my god.
And so like he looks like Tobey Maguire might also work, Spider-Man. Anyways, he comes in and he's probably like looking around, and he's kind of like he looks pretty kind of impressed with this location. What's Johan doing?
I think Johan's just kind of sitting there. Like I think beforehand we sort of see him just going, sending that Blick
Rubbish,
Port, whatever his name is, just behind his desk, twirling a glass of rich wine, just not wanting to be here, just wanting to get this meeting over with and fire this kid and get him out of it. He doesn't even work here, but he's still going to fire him.
Yeah. So I think okay, so I come in, I kind of have like that like confident New York like smile to my face, like like I got this, and so I come in, I'm like, nice place.
Yes, it is a very nice place. Don't normally let your kind in here, Mr. Blick.
Yeah, us street rats never get to see what it's like to be a bird up here. It's a nice view. I would say you can see my house, but it's kind of covered with a bunch of filth and shit out there. Probably couldn't see it anyways.
So, what brings Blick Porter, outstanding freelance journalist, blogging and writing about all the recent things, to the established industries of Zonite Tabloids Incorporated?
Yeah. Well,
I think Johan's like quite short. Like he's really like like that.
Okay. Yeah. He's like, it's good. It's good being freelance, but I think the pay is better working for Zonite, and I know you're always looking for some good talent, and how about I start the negotiations off with a little bit of this. And he opens up his messenger bag and like throws off a bunch of like digital prints of maybe they're like holograms actually, right? And they're like holograms of like scandalous pictures of people.
Oh, okay.
Of like celebrities people, and like I throw a couple of them. He's like, I got these at the after the Tony Awards over at Kathmandu's private party. I got connections. No one else is reporting on these, right? I got the scoop. You saw my previous work. I'm pretty good, right? What I need
I think
is
he's sort of like taking them and just sort of like taking a look at them. Just like for a bit too long, maybe. Just like, yeah, scandalous pictures.
Like as if he's like inspecting them, but he's like just too long. Just like
look, look. Don't make me wear a suit. Give me access to your networks, and I'll be out of your hair. You won't see me coming up here mucking up your office here. I'll just be down in the dirt, giving you the good scoops. How's and he writes a some kind of like number or something like confidential and like sides across the table. It's like, how's this for a monthly salary? I probably put something. For me would be very high, but for you it's probably like this is literally nothing. Like, this is like
He just like throws paper aside, and so how does
like you
it?
never even drop, like even move your drink. You're just like,
Yeah.
this drink costs like 5 times as much as
Like a little mini robot
So
servant.
thinking to like, how do we resolve scenes? Like, how do we determine whether this goes well or poor?
this is probably a good point. Then we should roll actually. Okay.
Yep.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna roll our 3 dice.
Okay. So do I roll 3 dice as well?
Yes.
Okay. Come on, kick this kid out of your office.
Okay.
Right.
You got a 14, and I'm gonna roll 3d10. So basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get a number higher than or lower or equal to your score, your 3.
Okay.
Right. And just like now, I'm trying to boost my readiness by trying to do the by trying to get a 3 or lower as well.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 1. Okay, so we tie. So what this means is according to the rules, a tied success means that both sides win their goals. But since we both got a success, what happens now is that we narrate each other's success.
Okay.
So what I was going for was boosting my readiness, right, and trying to get access to your guys' databases.
Yeah. And I think Zonite, so they don't have a goal, but their thing is envy. I think what Zonite wanted was they wanted to like probably push Blick down a bit, just because they're really envious. They just want like, no, this kid's like, I want to show him how useless he is, and he's never going to make it in the big game.
Oh, so you're gonna give me like a shit assignment or something?
I think that's maybe the tie. Like, he
Or like
wanted.
I had to dig into another News Corp or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Maybe
Like
something dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think
something you're
think-
setting me up to fail.
I think
Yeah.
it's either one. I think it's probably more interesting if it's set you up to fail. But I was thinking originally they maybe give you like some really just poor, crappy, embarrassing job. But I think they set you up to like have you look as this scandalous. Just they're trying to set you up for a scandal rather than you uncovering the scandal.
Yeah, no, exactly. They're trying to frame me, right? Like I'm
Yeah.
walking into a trap. But
Exactly.
okay, so I went ahead and updated the sheets now. So Zonite now is faction status of 4. The highest status you can have is 7, and Blick's readiness just went up 1 to 4.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
and that's the first scene. So it's 7:57. So how about we just go to our first break though, and then we'll cut over and
Okay.
we'll pick it up from there. All right.
Great.
Cool.
Cool guys. Sorry about that, and thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us as we continue to play some more Remember Tomorrow. So
Yeah.
yeah.